Ep.1 here with another Division video. I appreciate all the support you guys have given us this far. I do apologize for the hiatus, but let's get down to business. We've got an assault rifle build here for you that's going to shred elites through heroic and challenging. So let's jump right into the basics here. We've got a 467 gear score, which isn't bad.
Incoming backup request.
Well, somebody needs some backup there. So basically we've got a 467. No, it's not 500, but it's not bad because this is a mid to fully optimized gear right here. So we've got a 170k armor, 33k health. So let's jump right into our AK. So we've got an AK with a base damage of 16.5, which is pretty high for an assault rifle. It's not bad. 660 RPM with a base 30 mag. I have a mod on here which adds 10, so that's why that's 40 there. So we'll get into the mods after I tell you the bread and butter right here, which is Ranger. Every 5 meters you are from the target grants 2% weapon damage. You need this on your assault rifle. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a good skill to have. These other two skills don't really matter. They can be random. If you roll an AKM with Ranger, that's great. You can change one of these skills. Awesome. So basically I went with 10% accuracy because the recoil is a little crazy at times. We've got the 10 round mag, like I said, so that makes it to 40. That extra 10 bullets does help. And I went with 10% crit hit damage on the other add-ons. So we're going to jump right down to the chatterbox as our secondary. Mainly for this one right here, Blabbermouth. While holstered, reloading your weapon within 5 seconds after a kill grants 20% fire rate for 10 seconds. Extremely valuable in dire situations when you're being rushed by a rusher after you take a guy far range. It's also good for a secondary weapon due to incessant chatter. Every shot landed grants 1% fire rate to a max of 60%. This thing goes nuts on a heavy. So very useful if you run out of ammo for your assault rifle. Pistol doesn't really matter. You can run anything with the highest DPS. I'm trying to find a D50 level 1 so I can get the Liberty. Unfortunately, everybody knows how rare those are, so the grind continues. Let's jump down here to the gear. We've got a 3-set Wyvern and a 2-set Fenris. So, Wyverns first. So, on this mask, mainly why I switched to the Wyvern set, I was actually looking at it, and it's not a bad change. I get the crit hit damage, crit hit chance, which is kind of what you want out of the Wyvern wear set, but also the hard hitting and the 33% damage to elites is what made me change this, and it also has a 3% crit hit chance, which is really nice. So you want the hard hitting mainly. You want to focus on the hard hitting and the damage to elites on the mask. You want this number to be as high as possible. Second Wyvern set is going to be the Wyvernware Backpack, which is going to give us the drone skill. This has got a bunch of nice offensive attributes to it. Crit hit damage chance plus the weapon damage, but again, hard hitting. I did recalibrate it. It came with hard hitting. I recalibrated it for efficient just due to the fact that heroics don't drop as much armor kits as, let's say, hard or normal. So using an armor kit has a 50% chance not to consume the armor kit. Very useful in harder difficulties. We're going to go ahead and go with the third Wyvernware holster, 477 gear score. That's going to cap us out at the 10% critical hit chance on the 3-brand set, 3 out of 3. It's 477 because of this guy right here. You've got the 17% cooldown reduction. Very useful for maybe, let's say, revives, if you use the Revive Hive or the Incinerator for crowd control. Again, we've got the hard hitting, which is what you want to look for. Our first piece to the Fenris set is going to be our armor, which this is what you want right here, the 10% assault rifle damage. This has got a lot of really nice attributes on it. We've got 13% headshot damage, which is massive. That's a huge number for that attribute. But right here, you want Berserk. This is going to be your bread and butter. This is what you're going to be looking for. These two talents, again, Berserk and, again, hard hitting. Hard hitting needs to be just about on every piece of gear you own. Berserk is really nice, 10% weapon damage for every 10% of max armor depleted. So that's why I said the 170k isn't bad. You kind of want to play about the middle armor to no armor. You can hit upwards of 154,000 crits at no armor. Half armor, you can hit about 90k crits to the head with this build. Our second Fenris set's going to be our knee pads. You can tell I've been using them for a long time. Gear score 450. I haven't found anything better than this. Hard hitting, and I recalibrated them for cloaked. Unfortunately, you can do either or as long as it has hard hitting on it. It doesn't matter. Again, a nice little cooldown reduction for the revive, the self revive, which is the hive. I run revive hive and incinerator for crowd control and self sustain. Our last but not least piece is going to be the gloves. This is just a random set I chose because of the 8% health. It could be better. This is why I say mid to fully optimized builds, because there's always room for improvement. I got these on because of the assault rifle damage here, but the bread and butter again is going to be obliterates. Depleting an enemy's armor grants 25% critical hit damage for 5 seconds. Massive damage here when you deplete an armor off of a elite. So with that being said, that's the full build there. You guys can always make modifications to it, make it your own. I'll do respect, do it. I recommend you guys make it your own. Take it, run with it. You know, give me some feedback on it. But other than that, I give you guys the basic breakdown of it. Actually, let's go ahead and check out our stats before I let you guys go. Let's look at this. So basically, we're running 108% damage to elites. Massive damage there. We've got 18% assault rifle damage plus 8% all weapons damage, so that's another 26% right there. Headshot damage, we're working with 70%, not bad, could be better. Same thing with critical hit damage, 51% could be better, but not bad. 15% on critical hit chance. But I get quite a few crits on just this 15% alone. But with that being said, that's the build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You guys liked it. Run with it. Like I said, 467 gear score. You guys can demolish heroic. It's super easy. Give me some feedback on it. Thank you for the support. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. And good luck to you guys. Thanks.